I'm Melaugh. Welcome to my TikTok. I'm a digital minimalist and I wanted to find out what would happen if I start using TikTok. I'm going to be doing this for 5 days. So why do this experiment? Personally, I haven't used social media in forever and I teach a productivity class. And one of the things that many of my customers and clients struggle with is loads of distraction and overstimulation and time wasting on social media apps. And so I wanted to get a better understanding of what that is like. And what better app to do that with than TikTok? It is said to be the most hyperactive, most overstimulating and most addictive of them all. So I thought I would get addicted to this thing and I could document how that's different from existing as a digital minimalist, and I could maybe also show how I get unaddicted. But that's not what happened. To show you what I mean, let's go back to day one when I first installed the app. All right, so here we go. I'm installing TikTok. Even just installing this makes me feel like I need to take a shower. There we go, it's downloading. No turning back. Create account. Choose your interests. Great. Comedy, daily life, entertainment. Okay, learning is one. I like the sound of learning. Food. Yeah, why not? Fitness and health. Sure. Which of the categories I chose does this video represent? I have no idea. This is supposed to be funny, I imagine. So far, I'm basically just confused. Like, why am I seeing this, right? It asked me for my interests. It has not managed to show me anything. The video of a cat squeezing through a very tight space, which I get, right? That's the kind of thing you share online. But then there's this CGI'd thing. Why would you add that? So let me see, an account called Nobody Sausage. This is basically what I imagined TikTok would be like. A hot pink twerking sausage. That's basically exactly what I expected. I have no idea how I'm going to get addicted to this, right? This is something drastic has to happen. Look, let me be honest. It's very easy to make fun of TikTok, and it's also funny to make fun of TikTok. So we did some of that. This is very educational content, isn't it? Yeah. High quality content, wouldn't you agree?
Not at all. It's not even soft porn. It's not even attractive.
It's not even good porn.
I mean, this is a bit better.
It's getting there.
This is no longer side boob. It's full blown cleavage.
Yeah.
Here we go. Oh, okay. So I only took like 3 swipes to get to tits. Is it mostly this though? This is my first look at TikTok.
Dude, there's so much of this kind of thing. But I'm not here to just bash TikTok, and I'm certainly not here to tell you how to live your life. So let me explain why I'm making this video and what you can maybe take away from my outsider perspective. My experience was quite different from what I expected. I thought that I would start using TikTok and it'd be pretty good at just figuring out to show me stuff that will keep me hooked. But really I quite struggled at first to find things I found interesting. This kind of caught my attention, right? It must get its hooks in eventually. Okay, I've run out of patience for this. I picked food, so this makes sense. It just showed me food. Okay, fine. I still had fun though, and I also got Ollie and Dean to join me, so we could kind of share the suffering.
I'm gonna download TikTok. It's happening. If Shane's going down that rabbit hole, so am I.
3.4 million likes.
Oh shit! That's what that means.
This is day 3 of my TikTok experiment. Right away, the first thing it shows me is something with a bikini girl, right? And this is interesting. So I noticed on day 1, it showed me a bunch of stuff that was related to the interests it had asked me about, but none of it got my interest. On day 2, it was just bikini girls, bikini girls, bikini girls, nothing else. What are my interests? The first thing that came to my mind is books, okay? I know, nerd. What would TikTok give me that's related to books, right? I have no idea. I don't know what this is, but okay, right? What am I interested in? Entrepreneurship. I'm gonna follow hashtags. Is that what? 11 billion entrepreneurs or entrepreneur posts. The first one is a Ferrari. This is great. Okay, Simon Sinek saying, "Do you love your wife? Prove it." What? Oh, this is gonna make me a formidable entrepreneur, no doubt. Investing, yes please. Crypto, that should be fun. Let's follow gadgets. Maybe photography, I'm interested in photography. Eventually, after several days and after kind of getting a sense of how to follow people and how to follow hashtags and things like that, I did start seeing some content that I quite liked. People are clearly being creative with this format, and people are doing really amazing things like calisthenic tricks and trick shots and things like that. I also found some really cool kind of quick and dirty creative photography and filmmaking tips. I saw amazing like costumes and makeup stuff. So I did find things where I have to say, yes, this is cool stuff, and TikTok is where I found it. And I also wonder if it's kind of a refuge for younger creators that maybe feel like places like YouTube and Instagram are already flooded. And because TikTok is newer, and also because production quality is generally much lower, maybe that is a good place to get your start. I mean, on TikTok, you can get away with doing a vertical, shaky, talking to your phone video, whereas on YouTube, I'm not so sure, so I'm gonna spare you more of this. I noticed though that I had made a mistake, because I thought to myself, you know what, in order to force myself to use TikTok, I'm going to replace my usual media consumption with TikTok. And what do I usually consume media for? Well, I like to read books and listen to podcasts and sometimes also watch YouTube, and I occasionally also go on Reddit, which by the way is just about as stupid as TikTok. But generally, most of my media consumption is about learning. That's the thing I enjoy most. I love learning things. And so I tried to find ways in which to learn things on TikTok. Again, what was that? Oh, learning. That must be learning. I guess I'm learning something like how to degrease a pan or something. 50,000 comments. As a result, I did start seeing content that, at least seemingly, was more in line with my interests, and I thought, yes, this is what I came here for. But then, as I started consuming that content more, well, let's just say I changed my mind about the bikini girls. At least with them, there's no false advertising, apart from the filters, of course. Of course, I also considered becoming a creator on TikTok, and clearly that's one of the things that draws people to it. On TikTok, you generally get much higher numbers of views and likes and comments than on other platforms, although whether those numbers are accurate or not is a discussion of its own. However, I just didn't find any way to become a creator here. I couldn't find any kind of topic or any type of content that made me go, oh yeah, I could do this and I would want to do this. Now I have to admit, tech like this is really impressive, but you know, beyond the gimmick, this still doesn't compel me to use it. As a content creator, I'm very familiar with the appeal of the kind of validation you get from getting comments and likes and things like that, but it's, I think, also something that I've gotten over already quite a long time ago. Ultimately, I was not motivated to create content for TikTok because I just couldn't find a way to do that without becoming part of the problem. Let me tell you what I think the problem is. So let's get back to the reason I wanted to make this video in the first place. And that's because a lot of people come to me who are struggling. They're struggling to be productive and stay focused. They're struggling to achieve their goals, such as build a business they've been thinking about for a long time. And they're just generally struggling to live the life that they really want to be living. And one of the causes of these struggles is social media. It is that we have these devices and these apps that are really good at getting our attention and getting us to spend time, and that overstimulate us in a certain way. And this really drags us off of the path towards our life goals. And so if there's any value I can add here, it's this. If you're someone who's ambitious and your ambitions aren't to become a famous TikTok influencer, then you need to be aware of the cost of distraction and social media. Because first of all, there is an opportunity cost, which means that the time you are spending scrolling through a social media feed is time you're not spending doing something else. And because these things are really good at maximizing our time and attention, because that's what the entire business model of social media is based on, this can make a huge difference. We are talking about potentially hundreds of hours every year that you spend swiping away at your phone screen instead of building the life that you want to live. And let's be honest, when you think about your best life possible, that probably doesn't involve hundreds of hours a year swiping away at a small screen. Or looking like this, for that matter. But that's not even the worst of it. The mistake I made of seeking out educational content on TikTok really led me to the worst parts of TikTok. Because really this is like pseudo-education. It is stuff that is masquerading as informative, but it has all kinds of problems.
May 29th to June 22nd, we have a Mercury retrograde. Do you know what this means? Do not cut your hair and do not sell your Bitcoin.
A lot of it is what I would call guru bullshit, where, you know, it's always the secret supplement that you didn't know about that you need to take in order to get super ripped, or it's the secret special thing where you can easily make thousands of dollars working from home or something like that, right? Most of the content I found on topics like entrepreneurship and health and fitness were things like that.
I'm going to show you how easy it is to make $50 an hour, even if you're a teenager.
Along with loads and loads of just shallow platitudes kind of dressed up as motivational or inspirational content. And the problem is, especially if you're trying to do something like learn how to build a business or learn how to invest, these things are competitive. In order to succeed, you need a competitive advantage over what other people are doing, and you will not find that competitive advantage on TikTok. So if you're watching these influencers on TikTok talk nonsense about investing or something like that, your competitors who are spending time, you know, maybe reading a pretty complicated book on the topic instead, or putting in time to build experience instead, are gaining an advantage on you. It's not, I'm not sitting here going, oh, I need to see more of this. Very jacked kangaroo. How do I find something here that doesn't suck? How do I tell it that I don't like this? I think that's the most important signal here, is like, I don't want more of this. This would be the last time I ever use this app if it were just for me. Like if I had downloaded TikTok for my own curiosity, this is about how long I would use it, actually probably less long than this. And at this point, I would just conclude there's nothing here for me. So if you're going to be spending time on TikTok or something similar, here's my advice. Number one, make sure you don't spend too much time on it if you also have bigger life goals. And number two, make sure that you're watching bikini girls and silly slapstick comedy and not stuff that is nonsense trying to pass itself off as education. I can't wait to not do this anymore. So instead of following self-improvement topics on TikTok, the real power move if you want to improve your life is to delete TikTok, which is what I'm going to go do now. Hey, want to get in on the action? We host challenges on a regular basis with other members of our community that include everything from gratitude to productivity to writing exercises and much, much more. To learn more, head over to icario.com and go to the product section to see what you can enroll in. See you on the inside.